All right, to finish this one off, part C, explain the meaning of the phrase least squares to the in the context of this problem. So we're predicting a final exam score from pre-exam totals. So if we plug in a number, we could find a point on our least squares regression line, but it's going to be off either above or below the line. That's the residual. So the least squares, I'm going to look at how far each one of those are off, or the distance from my prediction line up to where my points are that make up my scatter plot, and try and make that as small as possible. We have to do squares since some are above the line and some are below the line. And if I just added up all the positives and negatives, I'd get 0, so I square them. So the squared distance in here would be the how far off our final exam is, because it's always the change in the value of y is the residuals. And we square those residuals so we don't get 0. That's a little technical in C. And then D says, Julie doesn't think this model accurately predicts how well she did. It determined what R squared is. R squared is the coefficient of determination, if you look back to your vocabulary, and it tells you how much of the final exam can be explained by the pre-exam scores, at least the linear relationship. So since R is 0.6, R squared is 0.6 times 0.6, which is 36%. So only about 36% of the final exam can be explained by the pre-exam scores. So she has a pretty good argument. That probably isn't the best way to predict those.